What's good, Skins fans? So, of course, I got to do my weekly keys to victory, even though the Skins suck. They're terrible right now. The Jaguars are pretty darn bad as well. This is a battle of terrible teams. I'm assuming everybody heard about what happened to the Jaguars on Thursday Night Football, and of course, everybody's going to hear about what happened today. Both teams got their butts kicked. Derrick Henry went for basically 300 yards on the Jaguars defense. I think we should just read option. And yeah, I'm happy. Josh Johnson has been named the starter for this upcoming game, so I am excited about that. I mean, I am enthused a little bit. He's still not the greatest quarterback in the world. And a lot of people are saying, oh, yes, he came in and he did this against second-string bench guys and came in and played well against the second and third string. But to be honest with you, I really can't sit up in here and say with a straight face that Mark Sanchez would have done well against second-string guys and third-string guys. I really can't confidently tell you that. I really can't. Now, our backup, Colt McCoy, if he was healthy, I would have said, yeah, Colt McCoy would have torched the second string, the third string. But Mark Sanchez, I cannot confidently sit here and look somebody else in their face and say Mark Sanchez would cook the second string or the third string. So I'm not going to take anything away from Josh Johnson. Do I want him to be the Redskins franchise quarterback? No, I do not. But for the last 3 games that we have left, with the cards that we're dealt, he's the best option right now. So it is what it is. I'm happy to see him get the start next week. Am I really genuinely happy? Yes, I guess. You know, the Titans is probably the last game we can probably win, and the Eagles, it's not so far-fetched that, you know, the Redskins, yes, we are terrible. But the Eagles, you might as well shut down Wentz. So just let them sit, because the Eagles, you guys aren't making the playoffs either. You guys are done. You were a hungover, Super Bowl hangover, but enough about the Eagles. We got our own problems to really worry about. Moving forward to the game, the Jaguars, their scouting report, Cody Kessler is their starting quarterback. He's a genuine backup quarterback, a third-string quarterback in this league. So he's not really good at all. Leonard Fournette is pretty darn good. He's just always injured. He's never healthy. I think he's playing. I'm not sure. You never know with Leonard Fournette. I can't really name a receiver on that team, to be honest with you. Jaguars fans, I guess you can comment below and say who your wide receivers are, because obviously they're not relevant at all. So, and they don't even have a quarterback to throw them the ball if they are even good. Jalen Ramsey, of course, everybody knows the defense. Calais Campbell, Jalen Ramsey, who talks too much, AJ Bouye. Jalen Ramsey, he jinxed you guys this season by doing that GQ interview. He jinxed your season. He should have been quiet and been humble, you know, because you made it to the AFC Championship, but you didn't win the Super Bowl. Like, if you won the Super Bowl, okay, yeah, maybe you can talk like that, but you didn't even win the Super Bowl. Like, come on, man, come on, Jalen, relax, bro, relax. All right, period, relax. And Jalen Ramsey, some of his interviews, he talks a little weird. So, I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about with Jalen Ramsey. You know, I don't plan on throwing the football at all. Let's read option the ball. My 3 keys. Let's get to the 3 keys. The 3 keys: run the ball, Adrian Peterson. Let's get Josh Johnson in situations where he can be successful. Run the football, read option, something like that. He looked good in read option, stuff like that. Moving him around, throwing the football, just play to his strengths. Do a wildcat, something like that. Do what they're doing with Lamar Jackson with the Ravens. Do that. That's what you need to do. Number 3, fire Greg Minuski. That's not a key to the game, but something, man. The defense, we just got to pressure Cody Kessler and get back there and sack him some, because he's not a good quarterback. He might torch us. I wouldn't be surprised. That's how bad our defense is. I wouldn't be surprised if Cody Kessler went off and had 500 yards. That's just how bad we are. But like I said, we need to get back there and sack him, do something, because our secondary is trash. It's trash. And DJ Swearinger, I love DJ Swearinger, but he's blaming everybody but taking blame for their poor play. He's blaming all the coaches and saying, you know, the scheme, this, scheme, that, stuff like that. But he needs to be held accountable and talk about the players. Clinton Dix has not played well since he got here. The defensive line has full of studs, but they're not getting back there like they should. And something's just not working. Like I said, fire Minuski, let him go. But, you know, you got to be held accountable too. Some of y'all not tackling. Y'all trying to force something, not tackling at all. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. And y'all keep yelling at the fans, be like, hey, you're not showing up to the games, showing support. How are you going to show support like this? There's no way. There's no way at all. The GMs, the front office, signing Mark Sanchez, doing stuff like that. That's just a slap in the face. He does not deserve a job in the league right now. Should not be in the NFL. Should not. There's some guys on this team that should not be in the NFL whatsoever. It is what it is. They should be home on a couch, watching NFL Sunday Ticket, whatever NFL. That's what they need to be doing. Or watching golfing, fishing, something like that. That's what they need to be, a salesman, a car salesman. Something. They need to be doing something other than playing football. They do not need to be a high school coach. Do that. Be a college coach. Mark Sanchez needs to be an assistant coach at USC. Does not need to be playing football in the NFL whatsoever. But those are my 3 keys to victory. All right, y'all. I'm probably forgetting something, but it's just the Redskins are so frustrating. Hell, I'm being a Lowell fan. So, all right, y'all. Peace.